Hey guys, welcome to Mindset Monday. It is November 4th, and we were just chatting, and I wasn't recording yet. So we were just chatting about vendor events, and we were talking about how a bunch of people had vendor events this past weekend and how that like one sale or one connection can make the whole vendor event worth it. And I was thinking about this the other day, like back in the day when I used to have a job where you clocked in and you got paid by the hour. Sure, you might have sat around and not really done anything and still gotten paid, but these working labri, you could get a whole day's worth of work done in a very short amount of time, and you're not being paid by the hour, you're being paid by the effort. You're being paid by the energy that you put in, not always the time that you put in. So that's why we do these calls. We do these calls to get our mindset on track because this is not an hourly paid job. This is not a clock in, clock out. This is not a move through the motions. This is a believe in yourself, believe in the process, and put the effort in, put the energy in, and you'll get out of it what you want to when you show up. So the last couple of weeks, it's been very lonely in here. It's been me, Cindy, and Debbie, and maybe one or two other people. And I get it. Everyone's busy. And at the same time, we're only here for 30 minutes. Now 24 more minutes. Like it's okay to slow down and take a break and work on your mindset for a little bit, and it will benefit your business. So, real quick announcement before we get started. Debbie has some fun stuff. Debbie, I forgot if you messaged me back. Are you okay with talking about? Okay, before that, thank you for offering. And real quick, the announcement is that we are starting a book club called Creating Money Crew, and it's the book Creating Money, and we're going to meet in person and on Zoom. It's a hybrid book club. So if you're local, you can come in person. If you're not local or you can't make it, you can log in on Zoom. Debbie's holding up the book. This book is phenomenal. If you've read it, you know. If you haven't, you're in for a treat. It's all about connecting to source and letting that faith and abundance flow through you as a magnet. And that's like the easiest way I know. It's about manifesting, and it's about believing that good things can happen for you and channeling that energy. So if you want to sign up, I put the link in the chat. It's $35 for the entire series. We're going to meet every single Wednesday for the rest of the year, minus Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Day. And then we'll meet one final time on January 8th as like our closing. So 6 times for the rest of the year. And then the seventh call will be on that January 8th. I feel like all the dates are in that Google form, but if they're not, it starts this Wednesday. The first day will be very much like an intro, and we'll get to know each other, since we're going to be working closely together for the next couple of months actually. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else you guys might need to know. Do y'all have questions about Creating Money Crew if you're interested in joining?
Did you say that there's going to be replays on it?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll record every call too, and so those that sign up for the group, they'll have access to the recordings.
Did you also mention that you have sound bath afterwards?
I did not, but yes, so I'm doing these calls in this book club at the Cozy Corner in person, and then I'll have my laptop with me to have Zoom open at 7 o'clock. I'm already booked at Cozy Corner for sound baths. So we're gonna meet in person from 6 to 7, and then sharp ending at 7. We'll get comfy, we'll use the restroom, get a drink of water, whatever we need to do, and then I'll open up the sound bath on Facebook. And it's a donation-based sound bath, so whether or not you do that part is totally optional. But yes, there's a sound bath too, right after. Any other questions about the Creating Money Crew book club? Cool. Kind of an extension of this call. More mindset work. All right. Debbie has some cool stuff to talk about. She has been working on mindset all day, it sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell us what you've been up to, Debbie.
So I looked for a podcast today versus listening to music at work since I'm sitting at my desk all day. And it's called Take Control of Your Mind. And it was Mel Robbins, and it's Mindset Reset. Take control of your mental habits. And it literally is like an hour and 20 minutes. And it took me from 8 a.m. to 2:30 just because I get interrupted so much at work to listen to her. But in the midst of things, I always have a little notepad to take notes. So I just had some notes on here. There's one thing that I had posted in my team chat. It says, thinking nice thoughts aren't going to get your bills paid. And if any of you have ever listened to Mel Robbins, she's very direct and she does use potty words. So and it kind of catches you off guard every once in a while, but she's not monotone. She's a very visual storyteller to where she can give you examples of something that she's talking about, which then you can relate to. It's not just one type of example to where it's like, oh, well, I don't relate to that. She has like multiple things. So it really goes with what we will also be talking about tonight, but really focusing on your mindset. And you can retrain your brain and retrain your brain, retrain your brain. And until you actually like hearing it verbally, like out loud versus just reading it, it just comes across a lot different. So thinking nice thoughts aren't going to get your bills paid. But if you put on those rosy glasses and feel those positive thoughts, it can change your life. And so that kind of caught me to listen to her today. So I'm just going to read some of my notes that I have here. Making your mind work for you. Having those rosy colored glasses, you're going to run into people who have the dark glasses on. She talks about wearing sunglasses, and she had her favorite pair, and how there were too dark versus the ones that she had before. And it's an analogy in the fact of having dark glasses on. It's always everything's this. Why is this happening to me? And when you turn it around and you put those rosy glasses on, everything's clear, everything's pretty. It's trying to stay positive and think, well, not so much why me, but it's how can it change things? What can I do? Your visual horizon is brighter. Mind changing is in real time, and you didn't notice things because they weren't important to you. That was a huge thing. So she has a little what do you call that? An assignment for you by the end of the podcast. And she has you looking for hearts, literally looking for hearts everywhere. Stones, something on the ground, maybe a leaf turned in, was a heart or whatever. But when you start looking for something that you want, or you've got your mindset that this is what I need to be working on, you're going to focus and you're going to see it everywhere. The other example was you're buying a car. She was buying a Bronco. Well, they don't have a lot of those out where she's at. So she was buying a Bronco thinking no one had them. She'd never seen them around very much. Next thing you know, as soon as her mind went to focus on buying a car, and this is the type she wanted, and the colors she wanted, she was seeing them everywhere because your mind is working in the background for you to find those things that you want. So again, going kind of back to when you focus your mind on sponsoring, when you focus your mind on sales, we'll just use LeBri, for example, those are the things that your mind is going to be focusing on. What is the first thing now that you do LeBri? You sell LeBri, you share LeBri. When you're watching TV, do you see these actresses who have horrible skin? It's like, oh, she needs LeBri. It's because you're sharing it with other people, and that's what's your mind is working in the background, focusing on the fact that you share LeBri and, oh gosh, I could help her, or even seeing someone at the grocery store. So your brain starts to go to work for you. Tell your mind you're the boss. You're the bounce. You're trying to, your mind is the bouncer, is what she said at a bar. Get intentional going through your life. And when you see those hearts, those things that you're focusing on, pause and reward your brain for being flexible. Savor that moment. And she said, quote unquote, holy shit, There it is. You just let that in. Thank you so much. So when you appreciate your brain that you can stop for a second and think, "Oh my gosh," take in that moment of what your brain just did for you in that background. Um, that heart or whatever you're focusing on, this was placed there just for you to find it. So always make sure that you are celebrating your brain, that you savor that moment. It's there if you want to see it. Always have thought substitution. So if you start going into the negative, "Oh, I'll never have that. How can I get it?" Change the wording, because that's going to, even when you ask somebody, "How can I help you?" or "I'm never going to get this done." How can you change that wording to be positive versus negative? So when you have that thought substitution, always remember in your mind, this is important. How to let go of what you can't control and redirect your energy is huge. And then we started talking about dread. And dread it seems like a negative word. I don't know how you guys take that or perceive it, but to me, dread is kind of "Oh, I don't want to get out of bed today." So you're going to do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're going to get out of bed, because nothing good happens while lying in bed with dread. So you got to do your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to get out of bed. So that's what I got from today. It was really exciting. And I got home and Pat's like, "Holy cow, you're in a good mood." I'm like, "I am. I didn't even have an energy drink today."
You're all hyped up on Mel Robbins.
Yeah, right.
She's good
So,
to listen to. I like going to YouTube and or TikTok and looking for videos. And what I like about Mel Robbins is she's constantly learning and then te reteaching what she's learned in like a summarized way. So like a lot of that we've heard before in Train Your
mhm,
Brain or Creating Money or, whatever, insert self-development book, but I like the way she delivers it.
mhm. Oh yeah, it keeps your attention for sure. And I do like that she keeps talking about, what is it, the A, oh, auxiliary, not, what is that? It's a I have my book right here. I can't think of what it's called. It's the abbreviation of articulate. You know what I'm talking about, Melissa?
Which one?
No,
Say it
in
again.
Train Your Brain, it's the articulate.
Oh, the reticulating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't find it. But
Reticulating activating system, the RAS.
yes, yes, thank you. And so she talks about that a lot. And that is considered your bouncer at the bar
Yeah.
in your background. What is
Yeah.
your bouncer going to remove from your brain and then start focusing on the things, because you're the boss in your brain. So,
Yeah, I love the what you focus on, you get more of, if people are constantly saying It's a recession, nobody's buying right now, everything's too expensive." Guess what? That's what you're going to see more of. But if you're saying
mhm,
things like everyone has skin and people are grateful to try new products and there's new customers everywhere and people are super happy when they try LeBrai, when you say different things, you end up finding more. Um,
mhm.
and this is a perfect segue. I don't want to rush into another subject though. Does anybody have questions for Debbie about like the podcast or anything? Okay, thank you, Debbie. This is a perfect
Mhm.
segue into the new customer perk. Did y'all hear about the new customer perk? I didn't hear about it till today. I've been living under a rock. So, in the weekly buzz, which is the email we get on Wednesdays, and it was probably shared on Learn to Earn too, but I have just been struggling to find any free time in my schedule. Anyway, what I focus on grows. I have so much free time coming up in my schedule. It's a $20 bonus, cash bonus on your bonus check for every $200 from new customers. So if you have a new customer and they order $200, you get $20 bonus. So you still get your commission and you get a $20 bonus. There's a tracker in your business center for this. So let me share my screen so you guys can see it too. And the button is never in the right place. So what we should be focusing on right now is new customers, right? So if you log into your business center, and I'll just hide my little to-do list over here. Look at the top of my to-do list. I receive large LeBri orders every day. That's always there. Click on business and then click on recognition/incentive tracker. This is where your trip points are. This is where your convention points are. And down here, actually up here at the top, it says November new customer volume. So this started November 1st. So if you've had any new customer orders in the last 4 days, you get $20 per every 200 PV. So if you have two new customers and they each order 100, that still gets you to 200. So it's combined. Debbie's cheering over there. Do you have points already? Do you have cash already?
I don't have cash, but right now Teresa and Paulette both have $76 and $28 so far.
That's
Towards the
awesome.
200. Yeah.
Cindy already has a $20 credit or $20 cash bonus, and Avenel already has over 200 in sales, so she's got 20, and there was somebody else on the list I can't remember at the moment, but I won't share everybody's information on here. It's a really cool incentive, and then for every the new customer gets something too. So if they order over $50, they get a surprise candle. So it's either the vanilla or the citrus medley. They don't get to choose, it's just random. But yeah, really, really cool incentive. Questions about the new customer November incentive?
I think we should have an incentive with that. I mean, I know there's already an incentive, but it'd be fun for a little friendly competition.
We should be tracking it for sure. We totally should be tracking it. Um, I'm just trying to wrap my head around all of the bonuses and perks and everything right now. So if a new customer, let's just say a new customer orders over 100, they're gonna get the candle, the travel bag, free shipping, a free sample,
And we have new samples in there.
and we have new samples in there. The new the Renew facial scrub and the body. Is that one
Mhm.
called Renew also? No, body exfoliator. Those are samples now. I think they took out the hand soap, which is kind of a bummer because I do know people that appreciate those for like travel and stuff like that. But I do like that we got these instead. A good switch up. And then if that new customer puts it on a show link and one or two of their friends orders, they could also be a hostess and get a $100 credit, a half off item, and the All is Calm, the sleep mask and the lip mask. Does that have the overnight sleep mask too? I can't remember. Yeah, I don't remember what all comes in there.
Pillowcase.
For the host,
Pillowcase.
doesn't it come with the lip? Are you
Two
talking about the
gold,
host bonus?
yeah, the host bonus is two gold satin pillowcases and a gold satin sleep mask and an overnight lip
Lip.
rescue. Yeah. I'm thinking of the holiday collections, which
That's what I was. Yep.
it was a sleep mask and the overnight mask, and then the two pillowcases on its own. So this is kind of a combination of the two, but with a different mask. So, how can we focus on new customers? Like, maybe we should come up with some new customer mantras. Maybe we should come up with some ideas of where and how. What feels good for
Referrals. Referrals are
referrals?
good. Yeah, we could do like a giveaway, like individually. Do a giveaway. So for every 5 that you give me, your name will go into a drawing for one of the holiday gift sets or something.
Referrals and put the referee into a holiday gift set drawing. Great idea. Cindy?
I think I'm going to make up a little basket and bring it to my mechanic, because
Oh.
you got a bunch of guys working there who, most guys struggle with gift ideas. So I was going to do that. And then I thought, well, why stop at that place? Why not go down the road to the other mechanics shops?
They're gonna smell so good.
What's gonna be in the gift basket?
Whatever I have on hand. I have some body butters and some of the men's stuff. And I'll bring pictures of the, the holiday catalog, rather.
Of that. Yeah, most new customers are either buying for themselves or they're buying gifts for people. I've had significant others like husbands and boyfriends and wives to reach out and order gifts for their significant other through me, and they're a new customer that way. So like the spouse is already a LeBri customer, but their partner is buying stuff for their spouse with a new account. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So if Pat, let's pretend Pat wasn't, already the best LeBro ever. If Pat wanted to buy Debbie LeBri, he would sign up his own account and buy the gifts through his own account, and he'd be a new customer, but it'd be a gift for a current customer. So,
Mm-hmm.
so spouse, partner.
You also had something last year that I remember. You had the guys send you their list so that you could shop for them. How much do you want to spend? You can have them send their wish lists for their wives or whoever.
Yep. I've also done things before where I've sold like gift cards to spouses. Basically, they would Venmo me and then the spouse would redeem that, but that won't help us with the new customers, so I won't put that idea on here.
Melissa,
Oh, you
what
could,
about,
sorry.
oops, sorry.
That's
No, go
okay.
What
ahead.
about fundraisers?
So fundraisers are tricky. Fundraisers pull on people's heartstrings, and we have to be really careful and transparent about where the money is going. All that being said, I do know that a lot of people will do, I forget what they call it, but they'll sell like 2 ounce lotions in a stocking and they'll match that for a nursing home. So they basically donate $20 and that pays for, it's called like sponsoring a senior is what I've heard it called before. So people donate money and then you use that money to buy gifts for nursing homes and things like that. So, yeah, fundraisers can work. Just make sure we're being super transparent about where the money and or product is going.
So I was thinking about doing one for our local animal shelter. So
Oh,
how
yeah.
difficult would that be?
Not difficult at all. You would want to ask the animal shelter first if they're open to receiving a product donation versus a money donation, and you would basically sponsor a pet, and people would give you X amount of money, and you would order X amount of product for the shelter. Um, it's difficult to buy LeBri for animals that aren't your own because they're not technically for animal use, but hand soap and hand lotions are great for the vets. Aloe jelly is great. We know aloe jelly is great for the pets. The shampoo and conditioner is great for pets. I'm trying to think if there's anything
The
else.
cleaner?
Oh yeah, yep, the
Mhm.
multi-surface cleaner. That's a great idea. Non-toxic cleaner to use around the animals. Yep.
You could also do, like Melissa was suggesting, maybe not necessarily products, but if you purchase a certain dollar amount, you know, $2 or something will go back to maybe buy dog food or pet beds or supplies for the vets. And you can actually give them like a cash donation, which is also a tax deduction.
Could I do it like, say, all proceeds, 10% of all proceeds
Mhm.
will go to the animal shelter itself? So
Yes.
then they get cash and they can do what they want with it?
Yep, you can do
Yep.
that.
Yeah, but like Melissa said too, make sure that you check with them that hey, this is what I'm doing, and being very transparent with your customers too, that, hey, we're at this goal, or making like one of those thermometers,
Yeah.
Canvas or something, and then just say, here's where we're at, what is your goal? And then that way people know that their money actually got, sent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great idea. So we're almost at 7:30. We're asking for referrals, gift baskets to display and offer, make it real easy. Do you want to buy this or do you want to buy this?
Mhm.
Getting partners or spouses gifts or being a personal shopper for spouses. Vendor events. Do not forget the power of meeting people at vendor events. Sometimes you won't have a sale, but you'll meet people. It's worth your time and energy to attend these, even as a shopper, like even to go around and offer that. Fundraisers like sponsor a senior or sponsor a pet, parties, do open houses, give gifts for bringing a friend. Um, So another thing that I've done online that's been very, very helpful during this time of year because people are so busy is just doing not even a group or anything like that, but just making a post and then updating on that post when people order, thanking them and encouraging people to share it and tag and give it a deadline, right? Like all orders placed before Friday um, get put into a raffle for whatever. Or all orders that are new customers, you get a free candle. If it's over 50, you get a free bag if it's over 98. And let people know that they're helping you too. It's a win-win for everybody. They get new product, you get a cash bonus, they get free stuff. It's a great, great time of year to do something like a Friendsgiving um, theme. I
Love
saw
that.
another consultant post about this earlier, and I haven't had time to ask her the details of what she's doing, but it's a referral bonus program. So if her current LeBri customers refer a new customer, they both get something. So the current customer and the new customer are getting a gift, a Friendsgiving gift from her. I can't remember if it was raffle based or if it was just automatic, like you refer and you get this. Um, I've done similar BOGO offers where, and this worked really, really well when I did this, and I had a lot of hostess credit to play with, so please don't do this if it's not feasible for you. But whatever the new customer ordered, I gave that amount of credit to the referring customer. So if Samantha referred Katie and Katie ordered $100, I gave Samantha $100 credit to shop with. It was like a BOGO referral credit, and that's because I had a bunch of, you could do half of that, you could do $20, you could do whatever you want, but um, making the deal sweeter for the referring person makes a big difference.
I just did one buy 3 body butters, get your 4th free.
That's great. Yep.
So I only had one person take me up on it, but hey, it worked.
Yeah, I think open houses are great too. I think offering specials is really nice or raffles. But just staying really new customer focused will keep your business growing. Something happens called attrition, and it's where business naturally falls off. People move, or people don't order for a while, or people forget and get busy. I've had people come back to me after 2 years and they're like, I don't know where I was, but I ran out of my LeBri somewhere along the line and I need to reorder. So check in with your current customers. Definitely, customer care is important, but always be looking for new customers and always be asking for new customers. And maybe we can put some like new customer mantras in the chat so that we can Mel Robbins our brain and be looking for, you know what I mean? Like be focused on new customers and we'll find new customers. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Yes.
Okay, I'll see you guys on here next Monday. Thank you for rallying and getting on here. I missed all of y'all.
Thank you guys.
Not that we don't love you. Not that we don't love you, Cindy. We appreciate you coming every week.
I know. It's been me, Cindy, and Debbie every single week, but we're glad everybody got on today.
Yes. Have a great week, you guys.
You too.
Bye. You guys too. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.